Hello, big beautiful world. Today we're going up out of Mataveri and in Rapa Nui, the Easter Islands. I'm going to do a quick spot of head hunting. This is with some of the freeway scenery, and by golly, they've smicked it up very, very nicely. I think the coastline still looks as dodgy as heck, but hopefully somebody soon will get to work on that and suss it out, and we'll be all gratefully eternally grateful. I don't know what am I trying to say? Who cares? We're going up, as you can see, in the Waco. Great livery, and this thing's just psychotic enough still, even after the patching, to make me want to go and therefore that's basically a sound of love, in case you hadn't gathered. Let's do the right thing, shall we? Give us a look. Give us a look. Give us a look. Do we need the avionics? We do. We should, shouldn't we? What's our mixture looking like? Good. We are good. I think that'll do it. Let's find out, eh? Let us find out, and so we did. Crack the throttle a bit. Okay, so obviously OVS. Do we need to give it some fuel? Oh, it's a oh no, that's our handy. Come on, kid. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Come off the noisy pump. You all heard me shout to prop. All good. We'll take off towards the... What's our wind looking like? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, we should be taking off. I think it's out of 28. Just in case. So what's been happening in the big wide world, clan? You can tell me, because I've got to tell you bugger all that's been happening on my in my neck of the woods. It's all quiet on the Western Front. Everyone's been raving about Starfield. Starfield's finally been released, polarising the camps, as with all Bethesda games, BSG games, or BGS games. So I have been a fan of Bethesda, a real fanboy of Bethesda, ever since I got hold of was it Dragonspire prior to Daggerfall? So it was at 94, 93, 94, so 30 years. And look, I've loved all their games, I must admit. I loved I loved Dragonspire, I loved Daggerfall. I thought we're just going to back taxi, clan. I thought the one after Daggerfall, Redguard, we were on a little island and it was those blocky graphics like the original Alone in the Dark. It was rubbish, and obviously it was. Forgotten without a trace, you probably never even heard of it. But Redguard was really crap. Then of course the big breakthrough with the release of the Xbox, Morrowind, and I thought I loved Morrowind. In fact, I specifically went out and bought a first gen Xbox for it. And I hated it because I got right to the end of the big battle and I never once realised that there was a main storyline. I don't know how I missed that, but I remember being profoundly frustrated and profoundly useless on a console. And so I haven't really touched a console since. My other half, she's a massive console player. Actually, not so much anymore, but yeah, she divvies up her time equally across consoles and PCs. And then of course the release of Oblivion, which is a work of art with Patrick Stewart, and I think who had Sean Bean? Not Oblivion, Skyrim had Sean Bean. And yeah, Skyrim's another work of art. And funnily enough, I didn't think it was going to be, because Skyrim was traditionally a kind of boring setting in both Daggerfall and Morrowind when they alluded to it. Great scenery. Oh, just making myself comfy. Might even get a little bit, because we get a bit of clipping. You know what, that'll do. Awesome. Hopefully, you know what, we're not going to go up to the captain's bars, we're just going to, let's turn around here. Because we're going to be heading back. All well and good. Trying to desperately to keep her on the centre line. She's a bit of a Mustang. And we're away. We is away. So I forget the name of the town, the main town here. But that's just off to the right. We're, however, just going to do the coast around to the left, down to the south. Yeah, so Skyrim is a work of art. Of course, Fallout, when they took over the Fallout franchise, it's fantastic fun. Fallout and Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, I absolutely love them. I heaven and back. Then came ESO, I think, Elder Scrolls Online, and that was a bit disastrous because I think it was a bit of a looter shooter there for a while. And they made good on that in the end. That's a magnificent game to get to lose, suck away all your life. Then Fallout 76, which I must admit I tried and just didn't feel the love on whatsoever. But it was pretty, I don't know, just didn't grab me. So here we are now, the release of Starfield, and I gotta tell ya, from the way it's polarized people, which is pretty Bethesda, because we all, even the haters, what it is, it's their hate is, I think, primarily derived from the fact that they expect so much from Bethesda, and they've come to down through the years. We're on the lookout for heads, aren't we? We are. The big Moai. We got there, we got the, I think it's an Anu or Anai. Now one of the fascinating things is, this is the most southeastern of all the Polynesian peoples. So even though it's owned by Chile, or you know, Chile falls under their mandate, I think it's a stark reminder that all the Pacific is dominated by possibly amongst the most amazing seafarers on the planet. These people that we'll never know the amount of lives lost in search of a new home as they made their way across the waters down through Melanesia and Polynesia. You know, from the land of Long White Cloud, from New Zealand right over to here. Quite incredible. So yeah, Starfield, the long and short of it is it's $119 odds on Steam. And I just won't pay it. I mean, I think No Man's Sky, even after the torment back in 2016, kind of immediately, I forgot the English guy's name, Simon, but he dropped the price and I picked it up on special. And No Man's Sky, if you've never played it and you're into space games and stuff, it is a work of art now. They've patched it and patched it for free, and their patches simply aren't patches. They are whole new games and whole new areas. I mean, their patches are works of art unto themselves. And the dedication, I tell you what, we don't talk about it a lot, but in the game world of computer gaming, the mea culpa that the No Man's Sky team has put themselves through is Catholic in its brutality. You know, they have created, taken this basic game from 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and trickiness aside, you really think it should be more boring than it really is. I get lost in there for hours in No Man's Sky. Well, for the princely sum, I think of, I don't know, down to $60, maybe even substantially less when I grabbed it, because I too waited in anger and skepticism and thought, nobody's going to dick us around that much. So let's grab a postcard or two. Real pretty. I'll try and grab something with the Moai. They're all over the island. It's quite amazing. It's really, I really want to go there. I just really want to go there. So yeah, there you go. That's the long and the short of it. With the release of Starfield, I've gone back to No Man's Sky, and I will wait until Starfield reaches, look, maybe there is a naive part of me that says maybe $119 is the new price for AAA games. I really don't know, and it's fully warranted by the team and it's fully warranted by Bethesda, but I would contend that by saying I cannot speak for the rest of the world. I don't mean to sound parochial or the backwater hick, but I've got to tell you, even though I've got a day job like everyone else, and, you know, I'm still making the bucks and doing the right thing. We've had 14 price hikes on our housing repayments, on our mortgage loan, on our house loans and stuff like that. And that's sucked up most of our bucks now. Food is shot up. We are still, what I'm saying is, we're still in the throes of a post-COVID economy. So maybe that's why they're charging $190 in order to help accommodate that and rectify that situation. Or maybe they thought that, you know, $119 is going to get you a lot of bang for the buck. I don't think so. What I'm seeing is probably at best Fallout 3 in space. And don't get me wrong, I'm completely down with that. But the lack of fluidity as you transfer from ship to land to, you know, space, etc. The amount of cutscenes just kind of blows my mind a little bit, given that No Man's Sky got it right from the outset. So obviously the engine can't do that. And again, I get it, it's a shortcoming in the donk, but really $119. So, like I say, like any aging computer gamer, I too really want to settle down to enjoy it one day. But at the rate it's going, I might have to wait until it's, how shall I say, a little more affordable, because the most I've ever paid for anything like that was a bootleg of Frank Zappa for 140 bucks Oz. And I gotta tell you folks, it was a great concert but a shit recording, as most bootlegs tend to be, for all of those of you who remember what a bootleg is. So, you know, I got burned years and years and decades ago, so I don't feel inclined to fall out of love. In the meantime, I can make do with No Man's Sky. If you do have thoughts on Starfield, please. The other thing is, space pirates everywhere. What about alternate races? I mean, you've got aliens in the form of mindless bugs. But what about other... Again, like No Man's Sky, you've got the Viking, and you've got the Gex, and you've got the Korvax, and amongst the... Here we go. Here we go. Here's our postcard moment. How cool is that? Let me just drive past. How amazing is that? Let's bring it back around, eh? Let's bring her back around. It's all good. What a nimble little beastie as well. Okay, we can head home. My heart is at peace. So yeah, it's I don't know, do you guys think you're getting 120 bucks worth of game? And doubtless you do, because obviously it's massive. But like I say, it's I don't know, it's a lot of words tied up. And yeah, that's just my humble and half-articulated opinion on the state of Starfield as it currently stands. So other than that, back in Flight Sim Land, not a lot that I can think of, but I'm saying there's a whole lot of new scenery release down through the ages, marketplaces. Got quite a few goodies up there, but again, primarily night lighting and patching like that. Not a lot on the aircraft front, but I'm seeing X-Plane's getting quite a bit. That's all well and good. Man, I love this plane. I just really love it. It's gorgeous. Yeah, they fly Carinado. I take my hat off to it. Again, in the world of Mea Culpa, in the world of please forgive me, you guys are fully forgiven from the wild mess that this aircraft release has. It's such a joy to get about it. It'll last slow for this kind of thing for tourists, but also obviously it's got a goodly amount of grunt if we open her up. Just going to keep her under it now. So the Moai are all over the island, not just on the coast, they're inland, all over. And we marvel at Stonehenge. This is very much in the same category, I think, in that power of conviction, the power of belief. I think the big difference is the time gap. Stonehenge is Druidic periods, or what were they called? Man, I'm getting old. I'm losing my brains. The Druids, the Beaker people. So yeah, I think it dates back pre-Roman times, Beaker people. Formative, the Age of Tin, etc., etc., or the Age of Bronze, etc., tin mines of Cornwall. Whereas the heads of Rapa Nui, I think the Moai tend to date back around 1200 years ago, I think, from memory. I don't know, don't quote me on anything, you know how crap I am with all this. The land here in the MSFS sense looks a little bit neglected, a little bit quite literally spotty, as that whole spotty can go on. I haven't changed any settings. Afterwards I'll go for a flight also to see that it's on my simulator. Such a great way to get about it. As you'll notice, get up. Notice the runway which is right ahead of us literally cuts right across the island at this southwestern tip. This is quite incredible for the international flights. That's stunning. Anyway, we'll bring her in and have done. That's it. So I didn't realise it was going to end up a bit of a rant about Starfield, but there you go. I certainly did enjoy taking the flight up. What's that? Oh, is this the Esmeralda? Chilean Esmeralda? Who knows? Let's head out there and have a quick squeeze. The Esmeralda has a dark past, for those of you who don't know. Chilean Navy, the Esmeralda is a full master from memory, but the Navy took it on and Pinochet used it to, it went from a training ship in the Chilean Navy to a torture ship under the early Pinochet regime. Well, after the initial post-Achende coup, very notorious for the ship we didn't want to take a ride on. All around the world and on that way. Still, this is a good looking beast here. Look at that. There we go. Pretty. A lot low. We are a lot low. Give ourselves some height. Come back into land. I love you flight simulator. Way off course as usual. Even with your dodgy land, the weirdo cliff faces. hella speed coming on. We ain't nowhere near the centre line. There we go. Oh, not sure what happened there. As usual, I've done one of my magnificent flying wire landings. Haven't got it that wrong in a long time. Well, say that wrong. You cats, any of you who have caught my pro videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, I'll take it. We got down in one piece. Probably collapsed the undercarriage. Did we? No. Miraculous. There you go. Let that be a lesson to us all, whatever that means. Now, can we and will we? We must. What's going on there? What is going on there? Hey. Look, it's a perfect Sunday morning. It's early. I hope, big beautiful world, you are having a fantastic weekend. That's what I hope. There's heartache and disaster all around the world, but hopefully there's something out there to put a smile on your dial and bring joy and optimism and love and laughter. Perhaps even something that transcends the joy of the flight sim. Who can say? Who can say? You know what I am? I'm going to just plunk her down in here, because that's how we roll on a Sunday. Alright, big beautiful world. That's it. I will shut up shop and shut her down. And handy on. Run it down. Didn't even throw the alt on. How bad am I? Bad human being. Waco, you still drive me nuts. More nuts than I already am. Shut me up, big beautiful world. Have a fantastic weekend. See you later. Bye.